There's a new Horror Nights announcement!
Horror Nights announcement!
We'll begin with a reign of terror. A few murders here and there. Even the moon's frightened of me, frightened to death. The whole world's frightened to death.
Hello, friends and fiends. Welcome to another edition of Blood and Guts, HHN, where we break down the blood and guts of Halloween Horror Nights. And man, are we excited. We got a big announcement for you this week. And with me, as always, is this fiend right here, Matt. How's it going, Matt?
I'm doing fantastic, Adam, because, HHN Twitter decided to bless us with a plethora of updates this week.
A cornucopia?
If you will. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, to get the ball rolling, friends and fiends, we actually seen that they dropped the other ticket options that everybody had been waiting on. So hopefully you've seen them by now. We're going to kind of touch on them just a little bit, but make sure you go to the website at universal.com or the mobile app. They'll have more information on these ticket options you have. But we have the Scream Early. That's one we love to do at least
That's one
once.
we're definitely going to be doing this year because we're going to be doing the tour, and then we're going to jump into the Scream Early.
Exactly.
As well.
That one's went up from everything's went up a little bit from last year, but we had that one for $40.
Yeah.
The ones that plan on going more than a night or two, we have the HHN Rush of Fear Pass for $179.99. We also got the HHN Frequent Fear Pass for $229.99.
Yep.
And then we got the HHN Frequent Fear Plus Pass for $269.99. And then you have the greatest of them all, the HHN Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass for $374.99. So that's quite a bit of bones, but you definitely get a lot of bang for your buck with all those options.
Right, and if you want to know more about that kind of stuff, you can always check the website, and it gives you, the fine print, the breakdown of what that covers, how much it gets you, for your buck, and all that kind of stuff.
And also, if you are a pass holder, check which pass you have because you get some benefits for the Halloween Horror Nights. Usually you'll get one free night where you can pick to go on select nights that you can go into the event.
Right, and now we're going to just kind of dive a little bit into the meat and the potatoes of this house. We're going to be running up that hill, as the song says, and we hope that we get to see Eddie in there with the guitar solo.
Oh gosh, yes.
And there's going to be a lot of grandfather clocks, and hopefully I want a real cool scene that takes place in that attic.
Yeah, and I just want to see some awesome costumes too. When you think of Vecna, and I know Universal's not going to disappoint. That's going to be
it's
amazing.
Going to be great for Vecna. But then it'd be great to see a scene where they kind of go through the attic and it's all old, it's run down. There's all the antiques with the dust on them, the cobwebs. But then you go to the next room immediately, and then all of a sudden now you're in the upside down version of that same attic. And I mean, it's just so many different options they could do.
And
with
honestly, I mean, I love every season. Like season 2 is a little bit of a disappointment, but season 4 is just the perfect season to make this into a house. Just so many wonderful horror elements they can pull from. Like I said, you got Vecna, you got the attic scenery, like you got
get the Hawkins Labs.
See some bodies in there and hear them bones breaking as he's like pulling their eyes out and everything. Just like I said, there's just so much they can do with this house that's going to be great for visual gags.
And one of the most violent segments of the season was, the latter episodes with the Hawkins Labs, with Eleven and Vecna in his human form, and the blood as they're escaping the lab itself, and then have some good little comedy relief scenes in there.
Yeah,
where they're putting her in the cooler and stuff, and that would be great.
And I mean, it'd be awesome to see what they can do too, because you got all these other little creatures in the upside down, like those little bat creatures.
Oh, the
that
bat
come after
creatures, yeah.
Like, are they going to have like? I don't really want to speculate too far, and like if they'll be either puppets or maybe they just have like the visual like motion capture cameras in the background where you can kind of see them flying around and hear the voices. I kind of look forward to seeing what they do with that.
Oh yeah, the shadows and the motion capture. It's going to be an exciting house, and
yes.
I can't really figure out how they're going to pull it off, but I'm sure it's going to be probably awesome.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. That's one, like I said, I've been crossing my fingers for a few years now, or since it was released last year. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I mean, it's already shaping up to be a great lineup. And I know, like you and I, we normally enjoy the originals most. So you get a couple good IPs
Yeah.
in there that we're excited about. It's going to be a banner year for Universal.
Oh, totally. With those hard hitting IPs, you got The Last of Us.
Yes.
You're diving into that apocalyptic thing. You're also diving into a little bit of an apocalyptic thing in the Stranger Things, but a little bit different and
Right.
upside down. And I hope that they can secure the rights to that music, because the
Yes.
Metallica songs, the Running Up the Hill,
Yeah.
like all that good stuff. Oh, just could you imagine waiting in line
and
and those songs that's kind of like cycling through?
Yeah.
You know, people are going to be dancing, they're going to be having a good time.
just like last year with the Weekend, people were doing that in the queue line. It's going to be the
Exactly.
same thing with this one.
Exactly.
One good thing too, like if you've seen the trailer, I know we're talking about is mention the conspiracy again. What are your thoughts? Have you thought about, like me personally? I think they're hinting at the Icon, and I'm thinking it's going to be Oddfellow, the one that was the master of Jack's Circus. What are your thoughts on that, Adam?
Yeah, I think it could be Oddfellow. I still really don't know. I mean, I'm hoping for a return of Bloody Mary, but I know that I'm probably one of the few that is hoping for that kind of thing. But
I mean,
I'm
still
down
can
with
play into that.
Oddfellow. I'm down with that. I'm just any kind of icon, because I feel like they did the Pumpkin Lord dirty last year. So you know, any kind of icon that actually gets a trailer, gets a video, gets some press.
That's
I'm
what
cool
I'm waiting
with
for, and that might be the next reveal we get. It may not even be a house, and maybe who the Icon is, because they're kind of like, getting down to the nitty gritty as to speak, as far
for
as the
real.
event getting ready to go. One other thing I want to speculate. Then I know they released that new speculation map.
Yeah.
And with it had Stranger Things in the backside of New York, kind of like where Chupacabra and Tooth Fairy
And Pier, yeah,
and Pier and all
that
them
stuff was over
were.
there, yeah.
I'm hoping it's in one of the bigger sound stages, because I just feel like that should get the one like Monsters Unleashed was in, or The Weekend. But I mean, I don't know if they're going to use those this year or not. But I mean, with Universal, they're always good at switching things up. But what are your thoughts? You think if it does end up being in that space, if that'll be big enough to do it justice?
Yeah, I think they'll pull it off. I wish it was in this. I wish it was in the same space that Monsters was last year, or possibly The Weekend. But if not, and they do it a smaller space and they make it more claustrophobic, because I feel like this season is a little bit more claustrophobic. And I know in the press release they mentioned it specifically in the press release. You're going to be in Hawkins Labs. You're going to be in the mind of Vecna. You're going to be so on and so on. But they did not mention the Russian prison and all that kind of stuff, which would be really good claustrophobia.
Yeah.
With Hopper having to fight the Demogorgon for his life.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But I mean, who knows how they're going to pull it off? And I just think it still will be pretty awesome.
Oh
no
yeah, I
matter
have
how
a
you
lot of
slice it.
faith in, like you said, a lot of faith in how they'll do that. So
Yeah.
last thing, or one of the last things we'll touch on too, is they did drop some merchandise for it as well. So we all have an awesome T-shirt for $33. It's got Vecna's face on it, like
Vecna's
really,
face.
really good image. And then you have the trucker hat for $30.
Yeah, and the Vecna shirt has the I don't even know what you would call it, folks. It's it's almost like a 3D kind of shirt with like some weird holographic like imagery on it. It kind of has a different like raised touch. So
That kind
I
of
mean,
ridges
if you're
into it.
into that kind of thing, then that's all you. But yeah, we're definitely hoping that this house, has, the potential. I mean, with the season itself, I mean, I'm going to go back again. I've already seen the season. I'm going to go back again and re-watch
Yeah,
the whole
certainly.
season. Just because I binged it the first time, I'm going to binge it again. On like a nice rainy weekend.
You can't go wrong with that. Like I said, I really enjoy that show. Like me, I don't watch many shows, but Stranger Things has definitely been one of my favorite shows that's come out recently.
Oh yeah, and then it's going to be epic, folks. It's going to be a big, big deal this year.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, friends and fiends. Like we have that Stranger Things update. Are you excited as we are? Let us know in the comments. Are you not excited? Let us know in the comments. What do you think the next announcement will be? Let us know. We also see that the lighting is starting to go up in certain parts of the park, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty. We're going to start seeing some updates come at us fast and furious. So you want to hit subscribe, like this video, and tell your friends.
Yeah, and they're going to start putting up those scare zones.
Yes.
Too. They're going to be hiding the props behind the little behind the little veil.
Yeah, so, so little Johnny can't see it.
That's right. The little Johnny can't see it, but it's gonna be good. It's getting there, and we have an event that's forming, and we are excited. And once again, we're going to be doing the tour this year. We're going to bring you footage from the tour. We're going to bring you footage from the event itself while we're there. And, so stay tuned. It's big news. We're excited about it. And as always, remember, blood and guts. HHN, blood and guts.